What's up, black and white entertainment fans? It is John Matrix, and I'm coming to you with another video here today, folks. We all know that the big topic going around the entertainment world is this whole Gina Carano thing. And in case you've been living under a rock, folks, Gina Carano was fired by Disney Lucasfilm for abhorrent, in quotations, that's their words, not mine, comments about the Jewish community, and that was all based on a lie, folks. Gina Carano did not make any negative comments about the Jewish community. I mean, if she did, why in the hell would Ben Shapiro, who's probably the most Jewish person in America that I can think of, why in the world would he actually hire her to produce and make her own movie for the Daily Wire? Now, I actually got to watch the Gina Carano Ben Shapiro interview yesterday because I am a subscriber to the Daily Wire. I highly recommend that you guys actually go and subscribe to the Daily Wire. If you use the discount code Gina, you'll get 25% off of your membership to the Daily Wire. And they do have other stuff on there. You get to catch all the Daily Wire shows, the Ben Shapiro show, Michael Knowles, Matt Walsh, all those guys. And they do have a movie called Run, Hide, Fight. That's a movie that I saw on there when I first signed up for the membership last week. And it's a really, really good movie. I really did enjoy that movie. But let's kind of go in now and talk about the interview a little bit with Ben Shapiro and Gina Carano. Folks, watching that interview, it was shocking, man. It was really, really shocking, that Lucasfilm, Disney, mainly talking about Lucasfilm because I believe that the firing actually came from Lucasfilm. I believe that the firing came from Kathleen Kennedy. She has the final say over at Disney Star Wars, Lucasfilm. I believe she made the call. I believe that Favreau really didn't have anything to do with this. From what we know, it came from higher ups at Disney. Okay. Now, one thing that Gina Carano said about Lucasfilm, she called them bullies. She said it. She said they bullied her and that she is not the only one at Lucasfilm who has been bullied. And she actually knows somebody else that kind of shares, I believe, the same kind of beliefs that she has, but she won't actually out them because she doesn't want this person to end up, in the same position as her, where she doesn't have a job. And make no mistake about it, folks, she was actually fired because of her political beliefs. And Gina Carano, and I noticed this here in the interview, and Lauren Chan had put up a video too, and she knows the same thing. Ben Shapiro called her a conservative, and he said, your conservative beliefs. And she never said, no, I'm not a conservative. One thing's for sure, man, she's not a far left crazy person for sure. She definitely disagrees with the far left. And her and Pedro Pascal, and we know that Pedro Pascal, he's a crazy far leftist. But however, Gina Carano said nothing but good things about Pedro Pascal. Unlike us, we only see Pedro Pascal on social media and the comments that he's made, the memes that he's posted, and he didn't get fired. He referenced the Holocaust as well. Lucasfilm didn't say anything. He didn't have to go to any kind of sensitivity training because they agree with what Pedro Pascal has to say. Hollywood is a cesspool of leftists. They just are. It's clear as day, man. And Gina Carano, man, I believe this is just the tip of the iceberg. And I hope that more conservatives in Hollywood actually come out and talk about the abuse that has happened to them from leftists in Hollywood. I really, really do. Make no mistake about it, man. Gina Carano was bullied by Lucasfilm. This is definitely not the company that George Lucas created back in the 1970s. And I'm pretty sure, George is probably sitting back and thinking, what the hell did I do? Why the hell did I sell my company? And, Disney, they were just starting to get people to come back, in The Mandalorian, Luke Skywalker comes back. People were very much critical of Disney Star Wars because of how Luke was actually treated in The Last Jedi. Favreau and Filoni gives us Luke Skywalker, Jedi Master, and we loved it. And then Kathleen Kennedy and her minions decide to fire Gina Carano, and all that has went out the window, folks. People are canceling their Disney Plus subscriptions like it's going out of style. Gina Carano was a big reason why people subscribed to Disney Plus. Because when The Mandalorian first started season 1, that was really the only show that they had. Yeah, they had all the other Star Wars movies on there, but nobody's signing up for Disney Plus to see A New Hope. Because real Star Wars fans like me, we already have those movies on Blu-ray. I mean, I have the original 6 Star Wars movies. I really don't need Disney Plus for those movies. And there's other movies, that are on there like Tron Legacy. I have that on Blu-ray as well. I don't need Disney Plus for that. People got Disney Plus for The Mandalorian. And now, Kathleen Kennedy has thrown that out the door. The woman needs to be fired. But you know what? We've been saying that for years. And guess what? She's not going to get fired. Because the higher-ups at Disney, they have the same political beliefs that she has and the same political beliefs that the woke mob on Twitter has. Disney bent the knee to woke Twitter. Woke Twitter have been calling for the cancellation of Gina Carano. They've been out there lying about her, talking about she's made bad comments about trans people. And folks, that was an absolute lie. She never said anything bad about trans people. The woke mob was actually pressuring her to put her pronouns in her bio on Twitter. Folks, only losers actually post their pronouns in their bio. Only losers. Looking at me, folks. I clearly am a man. I don't need to put my pronouns in my bio for you to know that I'm a man. You just don't. Call me old-fashioned, but that's just the way I am. Okay? 99.9% of people don't need their pronouns in their bio to know their gender. They just don't. But the woke mob, they will go after you if you don't post your pronouns. And this is the people that Lucasfilm have been in the need to. And they fired Gina Carano pretty much over that because they actually wanted her to give an apology. And from what I understand, she was actually thinking about actually giving some kind of a statement. But Lucasfilm wanted her to actually give a public apology in their words and not hers. Gina Carano refused. So therefore, she was actually booted from Mandalorian press tours for season 2. And she wasn't around. Now, if I remember correctly, yeah, she was not around for any of that because Lucasfilm just kind of pushed her away. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that was the last time she was ever in contact with anybody at Lucasfilm. Because then we know the post that she posted on social media about the Holocaust. And what she was basically saying was, if you don't treat your neighbors right now, you can end up going down that same road that happened with the Nazis in Nazi Germany. Because the Nazis just didn't wake up one day and say, hey, you know what, guys? Let's just round up all these Jews and start killing them. No, they had to put in the propaganda first and gradually get people to buy in into their hatred of the Jews. Now, she said she wasn't actually trying to compare conservatives to that or whatever. She's just saying, extremism on any side of the political spectrum can lead you down that way. She's right about that. But right now, make no mistake about it, man. It is the left that is bullying the right. I know this ain't a political channel, but we just have to be honest. Take the blinders off. People can see what's actually going on out there politically. Everything is political. Entertainment, news, and sports. Black and White Network, we have news, sports, and entertainment. We have those shirts too, by the way. Yeah, and everything is political now. It is. So what's going to happen in Hollywood? Will this actually be an awakening in Hollywood? Will Bob Chapek Bob Iger, whoever's running Disney right now, are they going to do anything about this, about Lucasfilm basically trying to lie and bully Gina Carano out of there? Because, they had her meet with some LGBT people. I don't know what she actually called them. I don't remember off the top of my head. But she met with them, talked to them, and they reported back to Lucasfilm. This is about the pronoun things in the bio. They reported back to Lucasfilm that she had no ill intent and that she should not be fired. She should not be canceled. That came from their LGBT department or whatever. I'm not exactly sure what they call it. So they were on her side, on Gina Carano's side. But they wanted her to meet with like 40 other people from the LGBTQ community. And basically, it was like standing in front of a firing squad. And Gina Carano said, no, I'm not just going to stand here and you guys let these people just come and harass me. It's not going to happen. And that's what it was. Lucasfilm just wanted her to stand in front of a firing squad. That's what it was. Now, I'm wondering what's going to happen now that the cat is out the bag. Gina Carano has exposed Hollywood. She's exposed Lucasfilm. She has exposed Star Wars for what it is now, Disney Star Wars. And I call it Disney Star Wars, man, because it is not Star Wars. There is a difference, folks. There's a difference between Star Wars and Disney Star Wars. And we've known that for a while. I don't believe if George Lucas was running the company that Gina Carano would be fired right now. I just don't believe it. Yeah, you may say, well, times change and everything. Yeah, George sold the company back in 2012. We are in the most woke time in the modern era, I think, anyway. Everybody's getting canceled. The political divide is immense. It is big time immense, folks. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Gina Carano's interview. Should Kathleen Kennedy be fired? Absolutely 100%. She should be, but she will not be fired. Disney has had ample opportunities to fire her because of Solo losing money, Last Jedi fiasco. It's been an absolute disaster, folks, over there at Disney Star Wars. But Kathleen Kennedy's still there, and she will probably end up still remaining there. I believe her contract actually ends this year. If I'm Disney, I'm not going to extend her. I wouldn't do it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did, because Walt Disney is now woke. You can't fire a woman in Hollywood, unless you have a difference in opinion like Gina Carano. It's okay to fire conservative women, but other women, no. You cannot fire a woman. But Kathleen Kennedy needs to go. Lucasfilm needs a cultural change. It is a disaster over there. I can't support The Mandalorian. I was actually reviewing WandaVision. I didn't even look at the last episode. I haven't even turned on Disney Plus. I have not. The only reason I haven't canceled it because I would actually be losing money because I bought it years in advance. Bought 2 years, got 30-year free. So it doesn't do me any good. But that doesn't mean that I have to watch it. And I'm not going to watch it. I'm out. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Entertainment. And we'll catch you next time.